Hello. So today I want to talk about grief as it relates to the loss of a loved one. Now, I know this topic can be really challenging because the reality of feeling like we are only our physical selves, it feels like it's the only thing, right? It feels like this is the only reality. And so when we lose a loved one, it feels like that is the final aspect of it, that there is something extremely final about that. And it feels like we will never see that loved one again. And I want to talk about this because it's so important to understand that this isn't the only aspect of who we are, that we are more than our physical bodies, our physical selves. We are also energetic beings, right? We have been energetic beings before we came into this physical reality. We will be energetic beings after we leave this physical reality. And we are still energetic beings in this physical reality at the same time. And so I want to remind you that after this idea of death, right? This death is really only the death of our physical bodies, right? And this is not the sum of who we are. This is just the vessel that we inhabit, that we live in. And so when this idea of death happens and we shed our physical vessel, we continue to live on in this energetic reality. Okay, so there is no death in that respect. Okay, remember, scientifically, right, if you go and you study energy, right, there is no death to energy, right? Energy just changes form and shape, but it continues on. And so that is how we are as well. And so I want to go back to this idea of grief, right? So we feel this grief. We are feeling the loss of this physical reality of this person that we love. But remember that that person that you love is only inhabiting that physical body. That person that you love is still existing, and you can still communicate with them. In fact, I have another video about that, which I will link down below, about communicating with those who have already passed. And I want to let you know that you can continue to communicate with them, and that they are always with you, and that they will be with you throughout your life, and that you will also be reunited with them again when you shed your own physical body, your own physical experience, right? So while I do understand that grief is such a heavy thing, and that it is hard to let go of the physical form that our friends and loved ones carried, just remember that that is not the sum of who they are, that they are more than that. And the part of them that you remember most, their personality, their character, the feeling of them when you hug them and love on them, and all of that, like the basis of who they are continues. The only thing that doesn't continue is that physical form. And so, yes, do grieve that physical form. I'm not trying to take away your grief, but just understand that they are still there and available for you to communicate with and to continue your relationship with them. So yes, do continue to grieve that physical loss, because that is a real physical loss. But also know that they are not gone, and that you can continue that relationship with them even though they have shed their physical form. And so I hope that this helps you in some way or another. And I know how hard grief can be. I do understand this very much. And so I just want to let you know that these things are important. And I hope that this helps you a little bit. And I hope this makes grief a little bit easier. Anyway, thank you so very much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. And do check out my other video about communicating with those who have passed. And I'll put that right over here and check that out. Again, have a wonderful day and thank you so very much.